Welcome back to the channel, Stuart from ZSC Toys and Play, and today we're going to be going over the 2021 catalogue as well as looking at some of the models that we've just got in for the channel, and let's get into it. Okay, so here I have a 2021 catalogue from the place that I buy the Siku models from, and so we have it in the nice A4 version here rather than the smaller catalogues which I've had on the channel in the past. I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner to the Siku catalogues playlist so you can see all of the catalogues from 1979 I believe right up to this one that we've got here. Okay, so as we open up, we obviously have these really two nice models that are in a 1:50 scale. We don't have these in at the moment, but that might be something that we can get in at a later date. And then you've obviously just got all the usual stuff here, so I'm going to skip over all of this, as well as some of the brand licensing that's happened. Okay, so right off on the front of all these catalogues, especially at the start, you can see that there is what's actually been newly released. So I can say we do have some new models on this page. So the first one is this Unimog here that we've got up here. We do actually have this model here in at the moment, so please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to see when that's actually going to be on the video on the channel as well. One of the other models that we've also got in is a new Mini Countryman. I actually did own a 2014 Mini Cooperman John Cooper Works, so I was really excited to see that these were part of the model, so it'd be pretty good looking at how we can build all of these here in later videos. Okay, so and then you do have another range of these sets here that are in the Style My Siku range, and then you've got the 132 Siku control tractor there, as well as the new articulated bus in 155 scale. Okay, so on this page is again some of the new releases for 2021, and on this page we do actually have another model in that we're going to be reviewing later in the day, which is this camper van. So like I say, hit the subscribe button and you'll know when we do the review on that one as well. Okay, so then as we go through onto this page here, we do actually have this model in to review as well, so we have it here as well. So it's a 150 scale emergency car. I did like the fact that you have these they look like sort of medical kit bags, as well as I think looking on the back here you can take the wheels off as well, so that's going to be something that's going to be good for the review. Okay, and as we go further down in the range of the new releases for this year, we do also have, that's going to be coming on the channel fairly soon, the Pier. I think one of the things that we wanted to do in this channel, which you don't see a lot of on YouTube, is not just going through the cars but actually going through the scenery sets or the sikuworld sets as well. So that's one of the things that I've just tried to definitely get as many of those in as I can when they are available in the areas that I do look. So that one's going to be a really good one to unbox and have a good review and build. Just on that fact as well, we are going to be reviewing everything that we've done previously on the channel, not necessarily building but just going over my thoughts. So that's just one thing. If you're new to the channel, there is a playlist out there already on the channel called sikuworld, and then you can see all the unboxing and building, but in the future we'll just be having the model built and then going over my thoughts for each model in the sikuworld range. Okay, so these are new to 2021. So you have the UPS delivery sets, you've got the police sets, and you also got this truck with this building here. This is going back to if you look through the catalogues on the channel, you can see that Siku used to do a lot of these on trucks where you can actually build them up, and so it's actually good to see that those are coming back in smaller forms, although albeit very small, because there are, if you look at the vintage range of Siku, you can actually see that there are there are models out there like petrol stations and those sorts of things which do look really, really cool. Okay, so then you've got a lot of tractors here, scaled boats. I personally am not interested in the boats whatsoever, so that's probably something that will never be on the channel. I did look at getting this model in, but for all personal reasons, I wasn't that interested in getting it, and the cost of it was around about £40. So it's not something that I would probably get in, because I tend to actually obviously get the models in that I do like generally. So there is actually a new model on here that we're going to be that's on the channel as well. So you've got the Siku 132 range farmer set there, and that's a really nice one. And then a new 187 scale front. What have we got here? Rear loader, rad loader, wheel loader. Okay, and then next to it we actually have this new 1:50 scale boat, which is something else that we have on the channel as well, which will be coming in the future. So there it is. Okay, so as we go through, then on the bottom here you've got the Siku control tractor there with the front scoop. Okay, so there's various different ones. I'm just going to point out ones that are on the channel for anyone that's coming into this and we've not seen any of the videos before, so I'm just going to let you know. So we have this one on the channel, we have this one, which is the recycling truck, and obviously that's the recycling truck. We have the snowmobile. We have the signs as well, which there will be a new video of that coming out soon. We have this compactor here, which is just recently done. I don't actually recommend that one. I think that's quite a sort of boring model, to be entirely honest. I'm interested in this one, but I've not been able to find it anywhere as of this video. And then as we go along to this second page, so we have the VW multivan. We have the Firefighting with Elevating Rescue platform that was just recently uploaded, or is due to be uploaded very soon. We have the BMW Cabriolet here, and then I'm not sure if we have that fire engine, but I'll probably look to get that in the future. We have the piston bully as part of the set that's on the snow set, and we've got the buggy that was just uploaded onto the channel and released. And then there is this nice trailer here, which I have seen before, but I've not been able to get hold of. I do like the colour of that one, as it just generally. It does actually look die-cast metal, but possibly the top part will probably be plastic. Looking at it, but it looks like it's got rubber wheels, so that's a pretty good one to have. We have this plane. This plane is one of the first ones that we ever did on the channel back in 2019. And so as you go over down to here, so we have the forklift truck in, and we have the lawnmower, again all on the channel and on the playlist for Siku Super. We have the school bus. The school bus is very small, it's not something that I would possibly recommend. We have the quad track, which will be coming out very soon again as a new video. And then we have the VW Transporter as well, which will be a new video. The Jeep Wrangler that we've got here was released very early, was released about a week or so ago, I believe. And then we have the taxi van, and we have the Argo Avenger, and this was just recently released on videos this week. And then we've got the John Deere with front loader here. That was released last week as well. Okay, and then you've got another various loads of tractors here from Fender, New Holland, and TTV there as well. Okay, so then what have we got on this one? We've got a fair few on this page as well. So we've got the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. I'm going to enjoy reviewing that one again. I really do like that model. It's got a nice weight to it. I believe it's a licensed model from Dodge, and the doors open really nice and smooth. We've also got the US Patrol Car, which is great, and we've got the Forage Harvester, which is a good model to have. And we have the Toyota Land Cruiser. Now this one is actually quite a big compared to the rest of the models. It's quite an odd, I don't know why they've done that, but the doors do open, so you have a bit of extra playability there. We've got the Mercedes SLL class with the gull wing doors, and the Lamborghini Aventador, which was on the channel recently. We do have the Mini Countryman as well, but I really got the Mini Countryman as part of the City World Beginner Starter set. It is a very good model. It's got rubber wheels, pretty much die-cast metal all over. We've also got the emergency car, and we've got the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL as well, which is down here. That is a nice model with the gull wing doors. We also have the Combine Harvester, which will be coming out soon as well. And then I think on this page we have the Taxi, which is a really good, nice model, quality model as well. And then recently from I think 2020, we have the Range Rover, which will be reviewed again. And I think that's everything that we have. Oh no, we have the Manitou telescopic loader as well, so that will be something to review in the future. Okay, so on this page here there are some nice models as well. This is a new one for 2021. I didn't really feel I wanted that one in. I think with the Class and the Siku Farmer stuff, I think my own personal reasons for not getting that one is I like the Siku Farmer stuff in the 187 scale upwards. I just think you could get a lot more detail. Okay, and then as we work around here, this is one we're probably going to get in the future, the Ford Mustang GT. We have the ambulance, and we have the Ford F-150, and we have the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, and I believe we have the US police car, the i8 as well. We have the Fendit front loader, which if it's not already out, will be very soon. We have the Volvo FH16, which I believe was a 2020 release, and also the Audi SR Racing model here as well. I think we don't have this one though, but it's probably one we may look at. Okay, as we come to the top here, we have the Ducati Panigale 1299 with the tape as well. And we also have the buggy with the tape as well. That will be coming, that if it's not really soon, will be out in the next couple of weeks. We also have the articulated bus here, and we've done a similar review to one of these trams, but it's fairly the same by the looks of it. It's just that you've got it's just in yellow and not in white. Okay, you've also got these low loader excavators and the low loader with rocket, low loader with front loader. I'm not a fan of these ones. I think they're just too small. They do look like there's a lot of playability if you're for a little one. I'm sure our 4-year-old we have will probably enjoy using them because the playability is nice and simple on them. You've got the back and front can come down, the vehicles can roll on, and with the rocket you can just throw it about basically if you're that age. But as a collector, it's not probably one that I would recommend really getting. We have the metal bus, and we have again the Alice Supra, which was from the early days of the channel. We have the articulated lorry with trailer, and we have the VW with caravan as well. We've also got the helicopter, and we have the John Deere with silage trailer. We also have the Jeep with horse trailer as well, so that's something to look at in the future. Okay, so then we also have the Jeep with the boat, which I think has been reviewed already in the new format. We do have the log transporter as well, which is great. The John Deere with round baler, and we have the breakdown truck. We have the crop sprayer. We have this one with the mowing combination, and we have the wood chipper, and we have all of these models actually, which is brilliant. And we have the Nisman and Biscoff Arto. Checked out their website. They do some awesome camper vans. So go and check them out. It was really intriguing to see what you can, how much you can spend on a camper van. Okay, so as we go over, we also have this model here, which is the tractor with irrigation reel. I believe that's obviously been out or coming out very soon. I don't have this model because I just didn't like the functionality on it when I started looking at it. But we do have this truck with dumping and tipping trailer because of the tipping trailers. I did like that for the cost. I don't have this model here because I believe it was in a 150 model as well, and I was going to get that, but it wasn't available at the time. And then we have this one, which will be redone on the channel soon. The helicopter is just being in post-production now, so that'll be out very soon. And then you've got this construction set, which we also have as well, and there's decent playability in those models. And then as you see here, we do have the new F-150 with pickup camper, and I'll just show you what you've got here just for scale purposes. So that's something that we will be reviewing at a later date. And it looks like it's got quite a bit of playability, opening doors, and with the canopy for shade out there as well as the plastic seats as well. So that's going to be one to have a nice good look at in the future. We didn't go with the DHL in this sort of range, but I think maybe in the future. I tend to do in my collection. I tend to have a lot of this this type cab, and I'm just wondering whether it's worth getting any more, just because it's a bit of a samey kind of review of the same model, really. Okay, so then you can go on over to the sets here. A lot of these sets, I will only get one if I feel that it is actually going to bring something more to the channel. I try not to repeat the sets which have the same moulding as best as possible, just so that the content I show you isn't while it is different, it is generally, but it is broadly the same in terms of what detail you are getting. So, okay, so on here, I think we have the gift set 7, which is this farming set here. And then we have gifts, and then we have the agricultural gift set here, and we have the leisure set as well, and we have the winter set here as well. We also have this set here, which is the airport set. Now, there's just one thing to mention on this airport set. I do like all of these models, and they do actually go to and they do actually scale up very well with the Siku Super airplane that you'll probably see in the later of this, and that was our very first video, which was narrated. But then you get this this very plasticky airplane here, which I'm not a fan of. If it was die-cast metal, then I would definitely recommend that as a set, because that goes back to the old Matchbox sets that you used to get when I was young. Okay, and then obviously you get some tape of it as well, but that's going to be one that's going to be released in later videos with my full-on thoughts of that set. Okay, and then you've got this which is a new 2021 on the Siku My Style. Now, as I said before at the start of the episode, we do have one of these in to check it out, apply the stickers, and let's just see how good it really is. Okay, and then there are some of these limited edition sets here. We do, sorry, not limited edition, but gift sets here. We do actually have a variation of one of these, which I've never opened on the channel, so that's something that will be new to the channel as well. We have this UPS Logistics set. Now, I do like this set. The only problem is it comes in a box like that. So when you are storing this, it just tends to go all over the place. I think if it was like something like set in casting, a vacuum formed plastic moulding like that to hold it away, I think that would be a lot better, because when I store it like that in the boxes, it just all comes out. Okay, so it looks like there is a fire emergency set for 2021. Again, I'm having collected Siku now for a number of years. I know that this is probably all plastic, the wheels are plastic. It's just not something that I think me as a collector would be interested in, although it might be something that you might want to buy for your little one, because yeah, you don't get a lot of ambulances out these days especially from somewhere like a Hot Wheels. You'd have to go back quite a way. Okay, so that might be something you want to have for your little one. Okay, so you've got the cruise liners here. Again, I'm not interested in this. I'm not a boat person, so none of that actually is of any interest to me, to be entirely honest. Yeah, so that's something that might be worth searching around YouTube for someone that might done a review on them. It's something that I will definitely probably not be getting in the channel anytime soon. Okay, so then we've got the Magnuson Multi-Star, which we have on the channel as well as this 1/87 scale fire engine, which is really nice and detailed. I'm looking forward to reviewing that one again and giving my thoughts to it. New to 2021, I did try and get this model in, but it wasn't available at the place I normally buy Siku from. And then I did also look at this one as well as a 2-for-1 in terms of review, but again, it wasn't available. And we've recently done on the channel before, we have reviewed this one as well. So I'll just get it away from the light there as well, so then you can see. Okay, so we do have this one in, which will be reviewed in the new format, as well as this one here. So this one is the truck with roof. And then we have the truck with construction material trailer, so we do have this one as well, and we do have the road train in. So that is going to be the UPS road train is going to be a very good one to do. Obviously you've seen that we have both of these in previously on the channel. I reviewed this one recently. I don't know if that is live yet, but then we've got this one to do as well. Both of these models are absolutely brilliant, both for you as a collector or if you're going to be giving it to a small person as well. Very robust, both of them are. Okay, then we have this model where we have this here. This seems to be changed from what it was from the one I had, because you have an emergency vehicle which is pretty much the same as the ambulance mold casting. So you'll be seeing that on the channel with my thoughts. Very good model. You get a lot with it, and definitely worth the money that you pay for it. And then you have this one down here, which is the heavy haulage transport with flatbed trailer, and then you get the digger as well, and that is in 1/8 scale. Okay, so then at the top here we have the heavy haulage transport with yacht. Very good model, lots of detail on the boat. The boat is, you can float the boat does float, and you can take sections of the boat off and see the detail here. Okay, and then you got down here this rescue set, really cool set, very nice model. Then you have the crane truck here. That's a good one as well. It's a very heavy model. It's not something I think as a collector you may wish to have, but if you have a small person, there's enough playability there for them to get quite a good fun out of that. Okay, so then you've got the truck with sporting airplane. We've just recently redid that one, which I think is out now. You have the Panzer tank and the excavator as well. I purchased this one, the Panzer tank with low loader, just because that was a better value for money. And then along here we've done the Volvo Truck, which has then been redone, and then you've got the bus here. Just recently done was the mobile crane lever, and then you've got the cable excavator as well, and then you've got the tram there, which has been recently redone. As we go up the scales here, so we've got the refuge truck, which we have and reviewed again, and then as well as the cement mixer. We don't have the piston bully. That is probably something that I may look to get in the future, and we don't have the winter service truck either, but again both of them look like at 1/8 scale you're going to get a very good detailed model, and it looks like there's some playability there turning the scoop. Okay, so then we've got the forklift truck, and the new for 2021 is the boat, and then the UPS truck as well. It looks like you can take off the lid there to have a bit more extra playability. You've got the VW T6 with the garden set there as well, which I think is quite interesting. Then you've got this massive model which we have in, which we're going to be redoing and going over in a bit better detail than was on the unboxing video. The Vulcan Mobile Performance with this car underneath, which basically slides in underneath. It's an absolutely massive model, and I think it would be an interesting one to look out for in the future. Then you obviously got the UPS truck in 1/8 scale. We do have the street scooter, so that one will be unboxed and reviewed on the channel. This one is an interesting one that I haven't managed to find, but I will probably be looking to get that one in the future, just because it's got this different casting here. I just think it has a nice lot of detail. So that's a fire engine. Then you've got the mobile crane here in 150. Okay, so this is on to so you have this model here, which is the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 6x6 fire engine. This looks like the doors do open, I'm not sure, but that side door maybe looks like it opens as well, and it will be good to see if that comes up as well. As I've said before at the start of the video, we have this model here to have a little look at later down the line, which will be unboxed through the video. Okay, and then as we go down here, we've got an ambulance at 150 scale. This looks like this has quite a lot of playability in, and that might be one that we will look to get in the future, just to check that model out. And then, as I've said before, we have the Firefighting Boat here. I think my first impressions of this is I do like it. The only thing I don't like is the colour of the Ford F-150 there. I think that's I think it was the same colour as the boat. I'd like that a lot better, but at the moment that's pretty bright for me. Okay, and then you've got these police wagons all the way down the bottom here as well. And then you've got some more here. This might be an interesting one to get because it's looking at the detail, and it looks like some of these 150 scales you can actually take the wheels off. And then you got here, this is the GHEO Rescue, which is model number 2307. I think this might be one that we will be getting later down the line just because of the off-road capability. I think if I give that to my son, he will enjoy playing off-road on that outside. Okay, and then you have this Ram 150 police vehicle, as well as the police horses as well there. Okay, so here we have some additional models, all in 150 scale now. As we've gone up, unfortunately we don't have any of these except this Mercedes, this Vision Mercedes Maybach 6. We do have that model, and that's a really nice model to have. And then you've got the helicopters, the quad bikes with the jet skis, and this Mercedes Amg. I don't know if that's a G-Wagon, I don't think it is. Maybe, let me know in the comments down below. I've been on the lookout for this one for quite some time for the right price, so hopefully once I can see that will be on the channel. Then you have a car with this caravan. I will maybe look to get that one depending on when I see it and the price. It does fluctuate quite a lot when I have looked at that one, but that may be something we have on the channel in the future. Then you've got the car with this motorboat, which looks pretty cool. That would be interesting to see. This, it looks like there's some playability there as well, which is great. And then on here you have the car with vehicle trailer, and that looks like a McLaren there. I could be wrong on that one with the gold wing doors. That did come up. Okay, so on this page, then you have this car with trailer and snowmobile, and this Mercedes AMG G65 with sailing boat. We do have this model here, which we reviewed recently on the channel at 155 scale, and then we have this Unimog U400, which I have here, which I am really looking forward to opening up, and probably definitely one that's going to be around the house now, just because I'm going to like playing with that one. Okay, and then you have these high log transporters. This might be an interesting one to get. I'd like to probably do a little bit of research to see if this back part does actually come down, and hopefully that's die-cast metal, so you get a decent amount for your money on that one. As you've seen on the channel, we have this road sweeper, which is really good. I really do like that as a model. Just make sure you put the bin back in the right way, otherwise it gets stuck. You have this racing fuel truck here, which I've not come across in the UK to buy, so I may think about that if I do. And then you have the refuse truck in 150 scale as well. Then we have this Waka Nissan dumper. That might be something that we get in on the channel as well, because there's a nice little bit of playability. And something else that I haven't seen in here is in 150 scale is the dumper, but we do have the telehandler in 150 scale, which my son loves to play with quite a lot. I think the one thing to just say on that is that this doesn't clip up the top here, so if they are playing with something that's quite heavy, I think we've just put some blue tack on there, but if you just put in these pallets on here, it doesn't move whatsoever. Just something if you give your models to your kids to play with like I do. Okay, so then this is one that we might get in the future when we see it at the right price, and possibly we won't get one of these ones just because the recent one I did on the channel, I didn't like the quality of it. Maybe in 150 scale it has rubber tyres, and then so that would be interesting to look at. We have the Mercedes Artego with crane. That is a really good one, very good quality model, and that's one definitely I would recommend. Then you have this hydraulic excavator here. I'm not sure if that's something that we will get in, but this 150 scale I do like the look of, so I am on the lookout for that one at the right price to within my collection. And then again in 150 scale we have all of these models here. These ones are interesting. I am keeping an eye on the prices on them, and then when they become affordable then I'll probably get them in my collection. I do have this one in my collection. It's a very good model. You do get lots of playability with it, and that will be reviewed on the channel in the coming months. Okay, so yeah, you can pop up the front and then break it back down, it's very heavy as well for what you get. So all of this is die-cast metal. Everything is die-cast metal on that one, so it's brilliant. Okay, so then we have this canteen, or this container transporter as well, which looks, this will be, I'm just looking at this model now, and it looks like this will be plastic, and then this will all be die-cast metal. Then you have the wheel loader, the new 2021 version in 150 scale, and then this setup here. We do have the US school bus, and I really like it in that scale. When it goes down to the Siku Super range, it's not so good. I have this articulated bus, and we have this and this Mercedes-Benz Travago as well. So don't have the boxes for them because I got them off eBay and I got them off super cheap, but I wanted them in my collection, so I will be showing them on the channel in the future. So remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and it will let you know when we upload a new video. And remember, please like and comment down below if you have any questions, and I will be happy to help you out. Okay, so and then we have the windmill, the wind turbine as well. I have recently seen that going quite cheap, so I will look at trying to get that in. The car transporter, it's probably something I wouldn't get it in, but having said that, if my son likes it, we may get it in just to have a little look. It's very rare to get a transporter on anything these days. I think I had to go on eBay to get one for our son, so that might be an interesting one to get in 150 scale. Okay, and then you have this one, which is similar to the ones in 187 scale as well, so that's going to be interesting to look at. You have this new for 2021, which is a Mercedes-Benz 710 and a Kramer 411 rad loader. So that's something that you might want to look at. It is quite an expensive model for what it is, but it does look like you get quite a lot of playability in that model, so it's maybe something you might want to buy. I have a Siku Mega Lifter, which I have not done. It's part of the older range, but I'm going to be looking forward to do that. And I also have a Siku mobile crane as well, which goes right the way up. It's absolutely massive, and so that's going to be an interesting one to unbox and present on the channel. So you have this. You have the military transport with the Panzer tank. I've obviously opened it up in 187 scale. This is probably one I probably won't get unless I see a good deal on eBay for it. Okay, here we have all of these models in the police sets, which will be in the next round of recording that we're going to be doing, so they'll be on the channel in future. And then as we go up to the top here, we don't have these models in by the looks of it. These are the new versions as well of the buses, which is interesting. That might be something that we might get in because that's different from that one, and it's also different from the articulated in 150 scale, which we have. This is a model I probably would not get just because and as I've said in that actual double tram review video, if Siku were to do track as well, it might be something that I'd look at getting, but it's definitely one I wouldn't get until they can start looking at that. Okay, so then we have, I don't think we have this gift set from Austrian, so that might be something that is for that region of okay, so then we have here, it does look like that this does actually come down, which is brilliant. So in the 155 scale, this breakdown truck, that might be something you might want to look at because it looks like there is a bit of playability in there. I don't think we have these gift sets because they're not available in our region here. That's from the Netherlands, so I don't think we'll be able to ever get hold of that one, and possibly not this one either as well. Okay, so if you've been on the channel before, you'll know that I've got both of these models in, and also the bus stop with the shuttle bus there. All of these models will be reviewed again to give my thoughts on them, which I think is quite good. Generally, just as a review for all three, so the bus stop, that's here, the fire station and the police station. This new way of putting Siku models together is a lot better than the original way, which was just these little rubber grommets that will keep everything together. So if you were giving it to to a little one, then if they were to pick it up and put it down, 9 times out of 10 it will fall to pieces. Where the new clip system that's on these models is a lot better. And also the 1 to 50 models that you get with them are really good, and I do really like looking at them. There is also a lot of working noises on the top here, which are really good as well. Okay, so as I've said before, we do have the Siku Pier here to review, and I think that's going to be a good one to unbox in the new format that you've got here. Okay, so once we've got that recorded, that will be uploaded, and that will be a really good one to do. Okay, so this is one of the first one, well, this was the very first one that I did on the channel, and that will be redone, and hopefully will be a lot better than my first ever video on the channel. I do really like this model. I think it goes with the airport set really well, and then so if you get both together, or if you want to see the unboxing, you will see that I've done some B-roll of some sweeping shots of both those model sets together. So you've got the Firefighting Plane here. Yeah, so that's got quite a bit of playability with it, and it does have a water function on there as well. The model itself is actually plastic, so it does tend to be a lot cheaper when you purchase it, but it's really good. It's of that size that I think if you were giving it to a small person, they would really enjoy flying that one around. But it is all plastic, so the jury's out on exactly how long that would last. Okay, so and then you've got the police boat. We have the police boat, which does have a water cannon function as well, and does have noises as well. It's an interesting model, I would say. Just as a quick overview of that model, it's probably not one that I would get, just because of the size of it. There wasn't a lot of playability, however the container ship, which we also have, does have a lot of playability. It's pretty cool and big, and I did enjoy playing with that one and unboxing it. Then we have the Transporter Car Ferry here. So the car ferry itself is really good. The models in the side of it are of that weight of die-cast metal, which you can tell is part of a set and not a standalone model. And you do get a camper van here, which is they don't do separate, not in the recent pictures that we've seen anyway. So that's maybe if you want to get hold of that, that's the only way you can get it is through the car ferry again. We're going to be reviewing that again very soon. As we go on to the sikuworld set here, so we've got the drawbridge. I like building the drawbridge. It's very good. There's loads of playability with it, and it's something that our son likes playing with a lot as well. We've got the car showroom in the original format of the buildings and how they're put together. It's not very robust, but once it's put together, and if it's part of a collection that's not going to be played with a lot, I think you will get a lot out of it. Then we do have the helicopter and helipad as part of it. It's a nice little set. You get a decent helicopter with it. Then you've got the car park here, which is also really good, and there's quite a lot of playability, and both the lift and that does really well. I've got the garage as part in the new style of clipping the buildings together. Both these models, again, they are on the lower end scale of what Siku do produce, as you can tell by the weight of the models. But generally, other than that, the building's good, and it will be a really good part of the sikuworld range if that's what you're doing. And then, so we have here is the fire station. Also, that's a very good model to have in terms of the ramp here as well. So we will be reviewing that in future videos. But at the moment, there's only unboxing on the channel. So this was, I think, a 2020 release, was the bus stop. It's I really do like it. You do the shuttle bus is of really good quality, very heavy, nice rubber wheels, a lot of playability on the bus as well, and 150 scale does tend to have that in the Siku range. And the bus stop is also really well put together and is really robust, and you get all these tickets as well, so you can if you're playing with your little one, that they may be able to then you can have a little bit of a sort of ticket to play there as well. Then you've got the police station here. Again, Siku's obviously put it together in the new style, so it all clips together and is all very robust. And then you have both the police van and the Ford F-150 here as well. Both very good quality models in the 150 scale. Then you have the trees. We don't have these exactly, but we do have them as part of other sets. They're nice and rubber, very robust. And then you have the granulated yellow with bags as well. We do have a couple of them. Then the City Life set. This is all plastic and it's part of the Siku World range. So to fill out your roads. We also have the road signs as well, and we'll be going over them all in future videos. We don't have this one because I just didn't think the garage with parking area, I don't think you can get a lot out of that really. Okay, and then we also have this waterways accessory set as well. That will be reviewed. We do have the excavation pit. My son has this and has been playing with it for quite a long time now, so there will be some thoughts on that later. Generally, very good. The tractor is something which he plays with a lot, because this covers quite a area of our living room, this doesn't get played with as much as the actual tractor does, and all these separate models. And you get these nice rubber cones and boulders as well as the stickers. Okay. When it comes to the Siku farmer stuff, we don't have any of these models, but I am always on the lookout, especially the silo trucks as well, silos as well. So now we go to the portion of the magazine which has all the Siku control areas on here as well. So this is obviously the class, and it looks like you can control everything off a mobile phone app now as well. That's an interesting, if you've seen the previous videos, you saw that I had a Siku control Scania truck. I don't have that anymore. I sold it on eBay to buy more different models. Now we're doing this new format, so it was surplus to requirement, but was a lot of fun playing with, definitely. It looks like all the new models come as a Bluetooth controller, but no, it looks like you may do get controllers here, but you can do it under the Bluetooth. So that's interesting that is actually plugged in somewhere. That must be plugged in to the main cab now instead of a separate battery. I don't know, but I just want to show that here. I was looking at getting this one at one point, but just because of cost, I would rather just get a bit more collection than have that in. Okay, so then we have a bit more Siku control. That's a blow-up version of the one that I mentioned previously at the Siku Super scale. And it looks like you have some more 3-axle forklift trailer by the looks of it, which is interesting. And then you can have this low loader one here is an extension to put the excavator on, so that's really interesting. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of those working and that looks pretty cool. Okay, so this looks like more Siku control here. That's pretty cool. There's smoke in the background there. That's really nice. So lots more John Deere tractors and Fendt tractors as well. Looks like New Hollands here that you can get in the Siku new for 2021. This one looks pretty cool as well with this 8 wheels. Looks pretty mean. And it looks like they do have controllers of these ones here as well, and this is the Fendt ones, John Deere, and the class as well. Looks like, yeah, so that's something you might want to have a look at. Okay, and then just another vent model there. So it looks really cool. Okay, so the Siku Farmer range, you do have a lot of 1/87 scale ones here, and we do have some various different models. Like we have the New Holland John Deere with the two tractors. Sorry, the John Deere low loader with 2 tractors. We have the class muck spreader as well. We do have the John Deere A85 forage I think it is. We do have the New Holland with the crop sprayer. And I don't think we have this tractor with seeder, so that one's probably one that we might look to get in the future on 1/8/7 scale. We have the John Deere with Amazon Contourer, so that was a really good one to have because it has the John Deere with the 8 wheels there, so that's pretty cool. And we have the JCB with tipping trailer. We also have the John Deere Combine Harvester, which is a really good model to have, and it's at that right size. If you let your 4-year-old, like we do, play with this stuff, then that would be a good one to have as well. Then on the 150 side of things, you have the new Angle 6 with vacuum tank. You have the new, that looks like a New Holland tractor with vacuum tanker. Okay, and then you have these various different ones as well. We don't have any of them in that 150 scale. And then you have some more with the log. We do have this one actually in 150 scale, and that is a really good one to have. I think that might be either released or coming very soon. You have this Magnus and Massey front loader as part of the excavation pit, so we have that one. That's a really good model, nice scale, nice weight, a lot of die-cast metal elements on this. That's one to check out later videos. We don't have this New Holland front loader with fodder mixer though, so that might be something that we may have a look at later down the line. And then you have blown up versions of the classes, which we have in the Siku Super range, these two, and then we have this the log harvester in 1/8/7 scale. As we come over to here, then you have this Magnus and Massey with conveyor. We don't have this, but we do have a conveyor in the excavation pit, so our son does actually play with it in this variation anyway. So that might be something to just have a little look at. This is an interesting one set to get, and we might look to get in the future because it has these animals, so there's quite a lot of playability there for someone that might want to play with it. This is also an interesting one that I have looked at in the past, is the class Torion, because it has this playability in it as well. Okay, so then we have the vacuum tanker here in a 1/32 scale. So it's just worth noting that I do have a 1/32 scale tractor which is been yoinked from which our little one is playing with at the moment, because I just wanted to see how well he played with it, see if it was robust enough. There is so much detail on it. So once he's had it for a month, then I will be able to give a good view of exactly how good it is if you want to purchase that for your little one. There is just one thing to, so it is all die-cast metal. It's a very good product, and so we would probably be looking in the future for the collection, getting these 1/32 scale sections for it as well, and then we can review them individually as well, putting them on the John Deere tractor. You've then got the which is pretty much probably all plastic, the bale assortment there, and again the baler, round baler, and all these attachments I'm assuming will go on as part of the 1/32 scale range, and along with all of these as well. So this is going to be interesting to have a look at down the line. Again at 1/32 scale. I have looked at this model in the past, which is the Linde Unitrack with loader wagon. So that's something that we may be looking at in the future, as well as this Hoff track as well, and the John Deere Gator. The area where I live in at the moment, they are driving around quite a lot, so it's quite interesting to see. And then you've got the Manitou in 1/32 scale, as well as this Abbey Terra track as well in 1/32. Okay, so this. I have looked at getting this one in 1/32 scale because I really do like it. I don't know if the tracks, it looks like the tracks may move, but there may be some wheels underneath if it's anything like the Siku Super range version of it. And then you've got a lot of Class Z-ons here, and New Hollands and John Deere's and Fence as well in the 1/32 scale. And then you've got the front loader here. agri loader, and then you've got these attachments as well, and then the JCB track as well. And then on 132 scale, again, you do have the Krone and the Class forage harvesters, which look really cool. And then you've also got the combine harvester there as well, and then a 132 scale, and then we have some attachments here. So you've got 132 style attachments, as well as people that you can put in the 132 scale as well. So that might be something that I'll be looking at getting in, because that's something different from what normally people would get. And then you go on to these toddies. I don't know exactly what's happening here, but it's something that I won't be reviewing. And then obviously, because Siku has Viking as well, you have all the Viking models as now as part of their catalogues. So I'll just show them there a little bit better for you. You have to get the model numbers as well. That looks like the end of it there, and then you have the international models here as well, which we do have some of them. I think we have all of these here from memory, which will be on the next round of filming that I'll be doing, and then that opens up onto there as well. That is an interesting one in 132 scale, but it looks like that might be in the Netherlands. I don't know at this time. And then that is the back, and that's where I get most of my stuff, which is a rather than Amazon or anything like that. Okay, so that's it for this video. Please comment down below if you have any questions. I know it's a longer video than I normally do. Please let me know if you like this new format for reviewing the catalogue rather than the silent videos with the elevator music in the background. So that's going to be it for this video. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and hit the bell to be notified. Just as a little recap, so we've got this model coming very soon, which is new, and then we have that one as well, which I'm going to be really looking forward to, and then this one as well, and then finally we will then be reviewing later down the line the Harbour Pier Set as well. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much, and please comment down below if you have any questions.